NoisenewsUK here at Leeds Met with all the guys from Young Guns for the penultimate night of the Vans Off the Wall tour. How is everybody and how have we found the tour so far?
This tour has been easily the best tour we've ever done. So much fun.
Yeah, it's been we've been away in the States for 6 weeks, and we came back with 1 day off and we started this tour. And it's hard to kind of get too excited and to get too ready when you're busy doing something else. And once we came back and jumped into this tour, it's been so exciting. The crowds have been amazing. The shows have been, big rooms and sold great. Like tonight in Leeds is sold out. So yeah, it's really exciting. It's been great.
Now, I was looking at the venues. Would I be right in thinking this is the biggest headline run you've ever done, kind of size of venues to date?
Yeah, definitely.
How mind blowing is that?
It's incredible. Especially going to places like Wolverhampton, places we've only been twice on support, and playing to over 1,000 people, and even tonight, for instance, and Manchester.
I think the biggest we've ever done here is 500. Is that the cockpit?
Yeah, cockpit held about 500.
So this is twice the size and it's sold out. So
yeah,
couldn't be better.
Was the fact that the last time you were out on the road in the UK, you were doing a club tour?
Yeah.
Does that make these venues seem even more massive?
Yeah, it does
actually. Yeah, because you kind of, I don't know, it didn't really feel. It felt a bit weird, didn't it? It was no one likes it anymore.
Yeah, we purposely picked small venues, and then that was a great tour. It was something we always wanted to do. We said it'd be great to be able to, play bigger venues, but choose to play smaller ones and make them rowdy and do that. And that was a great tour. But coming back here and like Fraser said, playing big venues, it's we can fill them up, and it's awesome.
Is there that moment when you walk on stage and it's just like, fuck, that's a lot of people?
Yeah. Every night this tour, I think it's been just ridiculous.
Does it, the more people being there, does that just fire you up even more when you get playing?
Yeah, I don't think. I personally don't really get nervous. I just get excited. The only thing we ever get nervous about is things like our equipment not working or the lights turning off for the whole gig, which happened last time in London. But
yeah, a lot of that stuff has happened on this tour, but the crowds have been so great that it kind of makes it all right.
How did it come about, you playing the Bands and Monsters sponsored tour?
I don't know. It was something. Obviously, having bands a part of any tour is amazing. It was something to do with our managers managed to get a hold of, convince fans to be a part of it, and we were so excited the idea of it because Vans such a great brand, and we love wearing the clothes, and we've done a bunch of stuff in the past, so it kind of went hand in hand really.
And do you all have a nice full wardrobe of trainers as a result of it?
Yeah.
He says wearing non-Vans. I got that.
Come on, man.
At least one of you's playing the proper games. Yeah. Did you have hand all in choosing the band? Because it's a pretty stacked bill of fairly diverse bands.
We're between us in the band, we chose them all really. So.
We always like to do that on tours, try and have as much control with things like that as possible, and we're really excited. We always like having diverse bands on our bill, having heavier bands and lighter bands. We're into everything from metal to rock to pop to anything. So having diverse bills, I think, always works really well as well. And the bands on this tour, Marmosettes, Your Demise, and Within Crowd, have just been incredible, haven't they? Shows have been great, and the crowds. Yeah,
normally you try and book a tour, and the bands you want to support you or whatever aren't around, or they're doing another tour. But this tour was just everyone's it's easy.
Yeah.
So we came together. It was nice.
I saw on Facebook today that you've been playing FIFA all together on the bus. There's been a lot of communal stuff.
Constantly.
We absolutely love it, and from tomorrow onwards, after the London day, we go to Europe for about a month. We're sharing a bus with Your Demise, and they're good friends of ours, and they're big FIFA fans as well. So for the few people on the tour that won't be enjoying FIFA, we're going to have a tough month because we're going to be playing a lot.
You've got to ask who was the victor, who was best, who was FIFA king?
We played against Your Demise. We played 2 games. They won the first one on penalties, and then we won the second one. So we need a decider there. So we'll let you know at the end of the tour.
Yeah, hopefully you will be victorious.
Yeah,
absolutely.
After spending so long working your asses off, doing your own tours, financing yourself, playing to 10 people, does it seem weird playing a corporate sponsored tour? Fucking huge venues.
It's weird in the sense that it's great. It's when we first started out playing to like 10 people, like it was never like, oh no, there's 10 people there. We would be like, at the time we were like, wow, there's 10 people there. The next time we go to that town, there'll be 20 and 50, and you know we've never had big expectations. We've always thought whoever turns up is great, you know, and it's been quite a gradual process, well, a very gradual process for us. But it never ceases to amaze me how many people, you know, come into shows on this tour, you know, compared to, like I said, a few years ago when it was about 5 people. It's quite amazing.
And back in the day when you had those 5 people sort of in front of you, could you ever have imagined selling out 1,000 capacity venue?
Not really, because I mean it's taken us 4 years to get to this level. So like, yeah, your goals kind of changed because we started off being like, oh, it'd be great to sell out like 150 cap venue, and then like a 200, 300.
I remember saying,
so it's mental, yeah.
When we were playing to like nobody, we said, oh, just imagine one day we can sell at the Barfly, which is London, and that's 180 or something. And then when you do that, you're like, wow, that's amazing, but just imagine we can sell out the Underworld, so next to a couple hundred. You kind of, our goals, we never sit there and go, we're playing to 10 people, but I hope we do Wembley soon. You know, you've got to think realistic.
Over the last few years, was there a point where you suddenly realised that the list of things you were hoping to do has suddenly got an awful lot shorter than the list of things you've achieved as a band?
I think they got bigger, annoyingly.
Yeah.
It just changed really, because luckily we got to do all those things that we had to do, and then we just want to do more now.
Yeah.
Like, there's still so many places we haven't been, like South America and most of Asia. So
yeah, we've definitely achieved a lot more than I ever thought we would. Growing up as a band, you know, you always dream about being, I guess, in the position we are and get to live your life playing shows and being a part of it. But I never sort of really thought I was going to be able to go, you know, tour in America and go to Tokyo and Australia. And I think we've already done enough for me to be happy, even if it, you know, if I get chucked out tomorrow, I won't be happy. I'll be angry. But
So you better play well tonight then.
yeah.
For a band that has achieved so much, I say deserved success, all of you are still really humble, grounded guys with a great relationship with your fans. Is that really important to you to stay true to yourselves and kind of maintain that integrity?
Yeah, absolutely. It's what we first did. And I remember when we supported bands, even here when we played Take Back Sunday like nearly 4 years ago, like we always made sure we'd be outside chatting to the fans, like always hanging on by merch. Even when we just did a US tour, because we're very new over there, we did the same thing. And I think it's really important, and it definitely helps. And we always like to meet people that like our band, and it's definitely helped for us. And we always want to keep it going.
In the last sort of 2 to 3 years, just how much has life changed for young guns?
we're pretty much never at home, so I mean that's a pretty big change. Yeah. Like, I mean, we're kind of almost getting used to it now. We've been in the States for a month or 6 weeks, and then we came back, had 2 days off, and we're away for another 6 weeks, I think it is. So, and now I think we're away again as soon as we get back. So, yeah,
That's
slightly different from sitting at home all day going, wish I could do something.
Yeah, it is one of those things that, you know, we're so busy, as you know, most bands at our level are, and when you're sort of getting tired on tour and stuff, you've always got to remember, you know, a few years ago we were getting 1 show a month and begging, you know, to get more, and it's brilliant. But yeah, we're not home ever at all. So in that respect, it's changed. But I mean, we just want to be busy. We go home for more than 3 days, and we're dying to get back out on the road or, you know, writing or whatever. So we kind of thrive on it.
After scrimping and sort of working out to be able to fund recording EPs, how rewarding was it to be able to just choose to go and work on an album in Thailand?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we the idea was floated to us like a couple of months before we actually found out it was happening. We were like, it's just not going to happen, really, is it? And then somehow, I literally have no idea how. But they're like, you're doing it. And we're like, oh,
Yeah,
that's amazing.
It was
literally paradise.
best 5 weeks I think we have ever had. It was so nice to be in such a great environment, such a peaceful environment. Because when you're recording albums, it's usually quite stressful. And you know, recording an album we're really proud of, and you know, being in such a great place, it was a good few weeks.
Did you have any particular vivid memories of your time in Thailand?
So it was all it was all amazing. I literally can't think of one bad thing to say about the whole experience.
It was just, I think every morning for me, waking up and then remembering I'm in Thailand. Literally every day we're like, I'm here, and you know, go downstairs to cook breakfast and have a swim. Like, it's just brilliant. I'm missing it now.
Are you going to be able to have an experience compared with that when you write another album?
Yeah.
And so I mean, we're talking about maybe doing it in America this time. So it's just a completely different experience, I guess.
Yeah.
We kind of discussed about you guys staying honest and true to yourselves. You say it is really important to be able to still make such heartfelt, honest music like you do.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think that's really important to do. Yeah.
And what do you remember of the night that you shut yourselves away with bottles of vodka to write the first song and ended up kickstarting the whole
That was
process of
it's a weird thing when you're writing songs. You can do like, I mean, we basically did like a month of writing songs that we weren't happy with, didn't sort of reach that mark we wanted to do. So in that respect, we had a really tough month, and then suddenly out of nowhere we wrote "Dearly Departed" in a day, and kind of jamming out the day, kind of got the structure down instrumentally, and then a few of the guys just did an all-nighter, just drunk loads of booze and wanted to get it done, because when you're on the road, I know we had to go on tour like the next day or the day after, so we wanted to, you know, when you're getting something going, you've got to keep at it, and just did an all-nighter, and I think by sort of midday the next day, I think Gus sent us a text going, "We've just finished the song, go to bed now," and that was definitely one of those moments.
Yeah, it's kind of the same for Bones as well. I think you mentioned that. Like, we were in the studio for 2 weeks trying to write stuff, and we did nothing but get drunk until the last day, and then it just kind of fell out.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, that's nice. Made it worth it.
Yeah.
Was it a relief just to get like the proper creative process of the album going?
It was, because it is such a stressful thing. When you're in a band, you spend your whole time travelling the world, moving around, and then when you're writing, you're in one room every day, all day, and it can get a bit much, especially when you're not coming out with something you love. And we like to write everything usually together. So in that respect, when there's 5 opinionated people trying to do something, and it can be quite stressful. But when it's going, and when you've got something that you're really enjoying, there's no better feeling. So.
And has the writing process for new material to follow Bones been a little bit more free-flowing?
It's been a bit non-existent at the moment. We've just been so busy, to be honest, and like, we've all got a few little ideas that we worked on ourselves, but we haven't really sat down together and started officially writing.
Yeah, very excited to do it.
You guys have a fantastically energetic live show. Is it ever difficult to pump yourself up to play sometimes?
Yeah, especially when you, like, it's Ben's birthday the other night and things got a bit out of hand, so the next day we were like, don't know how we're going to be able to do this.
Yeah.
I think the adrenaline when you go on stage, it kind of hits you, and
we usually sit there 10 minutes before we go on stage, play some acoustic stuff, put some music on, have a sing along, do some press ups, and no matter how you're feeling, however ill or hungover you are, always fun. The second you get on stage though, you see the crowd, the second you start playing, it doesn't matter how ill you are or whatever, like, adrenaline will always push you forward. So.
We talked about the crowds kind of growing quite organically, sort of slowly by numbers. Do you think it'd do more bands good to grow the way you have, just by dint of hard work and word of mouth, rather than just expecting success overnight?
100%, yeah. I think with things like X Factor and all those kind of reality shows and stuff you've got these days, that it kind of, I think, gives like younger people the wrong impression. They think to become famous or to be in a band, like, all you got to do is win a competition. And I think when you do it properly, and I guess the way we've done it, where you've done it, literally playing to nobody, toilet tours, and gradually build it up, it makes it more rewarding, and it's got some longevity in it. So you know, I hope you have fans there for a little while. So.
NoisenewsUK here in Leeds with Young Guns. Thank you very much for your time, gents, and best luck with the show and the rest of the tour, and hitting Europe as well.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Thanks.